Well, hello, class of 2021, and we are ready to get started with AP Literature. We're going to start off light, we're going to start off slow, but I wanted to ease us into it in the fall for a couple of good reasons. One is we have no idea what fall is going to look like, and we want to be ready for it, hit it running. And I want you to have a big authorship in that. So we're going to start off slow, light, slide in easy. We have a lot to unpack, and we're going to take a couple months to do it. And we know that there's a lot that's going to change along the way. So we're going to be building in some flexibility and making sure that everybody gets what they need to make this class successful for them. That's my big goal. That means that, as I said, we're going to author the class this summer. We're going to decide what it's going to look like, how it's going to operate. So I hope that what you'll do is join us early. Join us now in July, maybe certainly in August, and take part. Because I think you're going to enjoy what we have going into it, and that's going to make you feel so much better when we hit the ground running in the fall. That's the goal. There are a few students who are missing at this point. I'm going to say briefly this. I put a list of them in the email. Encourage them. Get them to register online with the survey. Get them to set up the Google Drive folder. Make sure that they're on board with us as soon as we possibly can. The fact that I have not heard from them completely means that they're going to start feeling like they're behind. Nobody wants to feel like that. I know that all this seems like a lot, and so I want to slow us down again and just offer us three basics, three things that I think we all need to know. First, what I recommend. My recommendation in July is that you read Alice in Wonderland with us. It's a 60-page children's book. If you want to read both parts through the looking glass, it's got Humpty Dumpty and the Tweedledum and Dummers in it. You can definitely do that, and that's another 60 pages, but it's all fine. So read that with us in July. My expectation is that you join us in August with Flatland for sure, the novel that we're going to look at together as a group. And that's going to start to get a little more academically serious, I suppose. And then as a bonus, I'm offering you 6 or 7 different titles to choose from to read a book by September if you'd like to. And that's a bonus. That's something that if you're really into the reading and want to get into something that's a little more sink your teeth into, then you can try something like that. So just a couple words about Alice in Wonderland to get us started as well. First, get yourself a copy. I've offered you lots of ways to get one. We can get it digitally. We can, if maybe you have your own copy. What I have is a copy that I've written in, so I've started writing and making notes in my copy here. But I also have, because everybody should, the complete works of Lewis Carroll, and you could certainly read the illustrated edition if you want. But if you're not into that and would like to do it differently, you can just open up your favorite e-reader and download it. I've got digital versions all over our Google Drive folder of different reader types, so find that. Or if you're really into it, you can also listen to the audiobook. There is so much to look at in this little single story, and it's so simple. Why is this even a classic of literature? It's so weird and nonsensical. Didn't he just write it to be a children's entertainment book anyway? What is our role as readers going into this? Should we, therefore, just treat it as a simple book, or should we go down the rabbit hole into all these weird interpretations and find out what's there? We're going to talk about that. What about all these references? The Matrix, Grace Slick, Tim Burton films. There's so much out there. What do we do with all of that? Should we ignore it? Should we use it? We're going to look at that. We're also going to talk about cancel culture, because if you know anything about Lewis Carroll, he might be a good candidate for thinking about whether his work should be attached to him or not. And finally, I think we have to talk about the responses that we have to worlds which are illogical, worlds which are unjust, worlds that don't make sense. And for that reason, we're going to look at this as potentially a lesson-bearing kind of text for the Black Lives Matter movement, and we'll see what we can learn in that process. Does literature have anything to offer us that way? Maybe that's going too far. Let's find out. At the end, what should you be doing? Posting. If you've registered, you're soon going to receive an email from chisnell.com, and it's going to tell you your username and your password, let you set one up, and then you can start posting some of your thoughts on chisnell.com about our readings, about your summer concerns, about questions you have for the course, and everything else. And of course, what you can do is join us even for some of our live classes. We've got 2 offered in July and 4 offered in August. They're totally optional, but if you want to join us online and chat about some of these things, that would be awesome. You'll see lists on chisholm.com of what the agendas will be, links to those classes, and in the emails I send you. And that's quite enough for now. Let's relax, dig in, and have a good time. See you soon.